everybody. It's Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's Tuesday tip. Hey, I have got a tip that is kind of a mind-blowing one. So I was working in my stamp room the other day. I was creating a project for my daughter. She's a high school teacher, and I wanted to put Shawnee Wolves on a banner for her using the playful alphabet dies. Well, Shawnee Wolves is a lot of letters. And I was really struggling to get them all lined up straight. Today's tip is a product that you might already have in your kitchen drawer. Hint, hint. And this product is wonderful for making sure I get all my letters lined up straight. And then I get to adhere them all at one time. Are you intrigued? All right, well, let's head over to the stamp table and I'll share with you what this magical product is. So today I'm going to be working with the playful alphabet dies because I need to spell out the phrase Shawnee Wolves for my daughter's classroom. So I told you I had a secret trick. Let me show you what it is. It is press and seal wrap. Now, this is a product, I'm in the United States. So if you're outside of the United States, I can't guarantee this product is available. But what it is, it's kind of a somewhat tacky surface that, if you can see right here, it can go on different things and it seals things up, but it's not so sticky that you can't get it off. So here's what we're going to do to create this little banner. Of course, who knows what you'll be creating. You're going to get creative with what you're going to create. But I'm going to start by peeling off just a little strip because it doesn't need to be any wider than my alphabets. So yeah, this is going to be really, really narrow. So I'm just going to tear off, what is that? Maybe about 1.5 inches at the most. Does anyone else absolutely hate these little horrible blades that come on the sides of these things? They never work, right? So yes, I did a very lousy job getting that cut, and that's all right. We don't care about that. So you're going to see which side is tacky and which side is smooth. We want tacky side up. Now, the other trick to working with the press and seal is grid paper. So there's my press and seal. I've got the sticky side up. Now, depending if you feel like it's going to move around on you, you're welcome to tape it down. And I am going to tape it down. Now, I'm going to use that big line right there in the middle. So I want to make sure I've got plenty of my press and seal right there. All right, so that is taped down. That is good and secure. Now, we're going to come in with our dies and my cardstock. So I'm using Night of Navy today because that's the school colors. Because it is a thin die, you're going to want your thin die adapter and then a cutting plate. So you're going to spell out your words. And guys, you can get quite a few of these letters onto a small piece of cardstock. So if I spell out Shawnee, yep, my daughter's a drama teacher at Shawnee High School. And here's what's cool is with the die set, you get double letters. So for instance, Shawnee is spelled with 2 E's. So there's my 2 E's. Now I'm also going to need 2 W's, but I only have one. So I will have to come back and do some more. But I'm just going to get as many letters as I can on my piece of cardstock. There we go. So it looks like I only need to come back and get another W and another E. So not a problem, right? All right, let's go run that through the die cutting machine. And there are my die cut letters. So I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way because now it's time to do the trick. All right, so I'm going to start with my letter S. Now you got to remember everything is going to be mirror imaged. So I want the pretty side down, and I'm going to start here over at the edge. And you see I'm just lining it up on that line. So I'll start with my S, then my H. Again, I want pretty side down. And I can use the grid lines and I can use this straight line. That's just going to help me line everything up. You're going to go ahead and press it onto that press and seal. See, it's tacky, but it's not too tacky. It's not, don't worry, it's not going to rip your paper. It's not going to stick to your paper, your cardstock. It's going to be just fine. All right, so you can see we can just kind of keep building. And yeah, it's allowing me to easily see my spacing. And the other great thing is once I get all these letters on here, it's only going to take one time to adhere it all. Now, I do have one that's already done for you. And here you go. Everything is all ready. Now I'm going to flip this over so you can see. I do want to make sure I get a good visual. I check, make sure I'm happy with all of my letters, make sure I don't have anything that I still feel is a little wonky. But look, it's on there. I don't have to worry about it. So now let's flip this back over. And remember, we were able to tape that down. And I've just got a little banner here my daughter is going to use on her bulletin board. I'm going to use the multi-purpose glue. Now, you guys have seen me do the trick with the sponge, right? Well, that trick's not going to work here because that means we're going to have glue all over this and that would transfer onto our banner. Not doing that. So we're going to just use our multi-purpose glue. The tip of my glue touching the cardstock in each letter. That way I don't let it ooze out. And we're just going to adhere adhesive and get adhesive on all of our letters. Now, I'm moving pretty quickly with my glue, but if you were worried about not being able to do this quick enough, I would split this into 2 words. And just like I said, you can take it nice and slow, but you don't have to worry because you've got everything all lined up with that press and seal. And guys, it's magic time. So now I can pick that up. I've got something to hold on to because it's plenty long. If you are a scrapbooker, your eyes just might be popping out of your sockets right now at how great you'll be able to create titles for your scrapbooks, right? All right, I'm just going to give that a nice back rub. Make sure everything is good and pressed down. You might want to give it, just a few seconds. Make sure that glue is kind of stuck before we remove this. But guys, it removes super easy. There you go. I now have a great banner that I could use. Maybe Christina wants to use this in a little scrapbook for her second year of teaching. But you've got a lot of different options of what letters you could use. But don't stop at just letters. What if you had images you wanted to line up? Guys, I can bring in this exact same one. It does not matter because that sticky doesn't really go away. So now I could add, if I wanted to get a nice straight line of some small blossom punches, I'm just going to use that grid and do it in the exact same way. It's going to allow me to make sure those go perfectly straight. I love this tip. I really do. I'm not always good at getting things straight, and when it's important that it's straight, I'm telling you, this product, this great press-in steel is awesome for creating perfectly straight die cuts and punches. It's going to be phenomenal. I hope that you like today's tip, guys. You know, there's a lot of times that we like things to be very symmetrical, and this stuff is really, really handy and makes it really nice and easy using it with your grid paper, getting everything lined up. Hey, speaking of the grid paper, you can order that right there at simplysimplestamping.com. So be sure to head over there and check it out. And hey, you need to look at that playful alphabet die set. Oh my gosh, it is incredible. And I'm telling you, I have found more uses for that because, let's face it, an alphabet set, the possibilities are kind of endless. You can really personalize things. I'm going to be working on some home decor projects in the future as Christmas gifts, some shadow boxes. And I'm going to be so glad that this tip kind of came back to mind. It's going to come in real handy with all those holiday projects. All right, my friends, that is all for me today. I hope that you were inspired by today's Tuesday tip. If you were, give me a thumbs up on YouTube and take a moment to click that great big red subscribe button as well. All right, have a fabulous day, everybody, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.